Hey, so this video is all about taming your natural hair. For me, I find that if you don't have the right beauty tools, if you're not using the right hair products, you're not likely to get the results you wanted. So I just wanted to do a quick video on all the products that I use to help tame my hair. Now keep in mind, I understand all hair textures are different, but the thing is, once you put the knowledge out there, if it works for you, great. Or if you have a friend, spread it around, because let's just face it, this is what YouTube is for. It's for us to get the information out there of what's working for you, what's working for a friend, and who knows, we all might figure out this hair care situation together. So let's get started. First of all, the first product I'm going to get into that a lot of people may not think about when it comes to natural hair is hairspray. Now, I know, using hairspray on your curls, have you tried it? Have you not? I have been doing it for years, and this is why. Because I've been playing with my hair since I was probably like 10. I've always loved, trying to do different hairstyles, and I normally would use hairspray if I had straightened my hair, because I might try to be doing, some interesting buns or something, and I would just use some hairspray to control it. When I started trying to wear my hair naturally, some products would work, some wouldn't, but I always noticed that if I gave my hair that extra bit of help to stay in place, it did. And what helped me was hairspray. I was very fortunate to have this company called Hair Credible contact me. And they let me try out their hairspray called Freak Show Hairspray. And the reason why I love it is that it comes with 3 different spray patterns. And it's non-sticky, it won't leave your hair crunchy, it won't leave your hair stiff. So if that's why you shy away from using hairspray, and all other people do, is because they feel like it's going to leave their hair crunchy and you're not going to be able to move. This hairspray lets your hair move. It's great. And for me, the reason why I also like it is that it doesn't damage my hair. Because sometimes when you're just trying to tame the curl, tame the waves, tame whatever texture you have, you need that little extra bit of that little boost, And I find that hairspray helps to kind of give your hair a little bit more hold, a little more control, so that you can get more of the style that you're going for. So that's my first product that I use to give my hair a little bit more help in staying in place and keeping that pattern or whatever style that I'm going for. Also, tools. Tools are important. What are you using? What are you using to detangle? What are you using to style? Now, I used to use combs, and I'll be totally honest, I thought that was the way to go, but hey, with time, knowledge, comes power. So what I learned is that combs was not the way. I felt like when I was using combs that honestly I was taking more hair out more, especially if it was wet and I was trying to tangle in the shower or wherever. But when I started using brushes, the game changed. And so I use a brush to help tame my natural hair. And I find that a brush helps to really give a more smooth look to my hairstyles. And so when I started noticing that, even when it came to doing my baby hairs, I use, a smaller brush to kind of get in there. Because if you're using something that is causing your hair to be a little bit more unruly or frizzy, or, it's, knotting up on you, that's probably not the tool to be using. Now, everyone's different. So you've got to really kind of play around. When my friends ask, my family asks me, hey, what have you been using on your hair? It looks nice. Or it's growing. What are you doing? I've had to literally just play around. And this has just come from years and years of me using combs. And I found that when I started using a brush, it was gentler on my hair. And really felt like it helped define my hair more, because my hair didn't always look like this. I'll have to show you pictures one day, but this is this years of trying out different things and seeing what works. And for me, a brush works way better at controlling my hair and getting more of a style that I'm interested in having. Also, when it comes to control products, okay, you have to have the gel. I mean, to me, it's like you don't have to use a lot of it, but it helps to control what you're going with. I'm all about control, because you want to be in charge of your strands. You don't want your strands to be controlling you. Now, I will say I have used pomades too, but if I'm going to use a pomade, since I feel it's a little bit tackier, I kind of would just recommend using it on your baby hairs, because tackiness doesn't always feel nice all over. So I like to use pomades if I wake up in the morning and my edges just refuse to be controlled. Because let's face it, you wake up at different times. Sometimes your hair wants to act right, sometimes it doesn't. So when my hair doesn't want to lay down, I like to use a tackier product like a pomade to give my myself a better chance of getting my hair to act right. But normally I'll just use this a little bit of gel after I use, some sort of conditioning product. So let's get into that. My favorite conditioning product to use on my hair to control it, another favorite by many girls, can too. I love their coconut curling cream for so many reasons. I mean, right here it says it defines, moisturizes, and helps strengthen the strands. And I have to say, it literally does all those things and more. For me, it's just like my hair, when I wanted to grow it out, I had been like, using a whole bunch of products, and I just felt like sometimes companies have changed the formulation over the years. Like there was a hair milk, I believe, by Carol's Daughter that I had been using, and I felt like they just changed it. I think some things did go on behind the scenes, other people took over, whatever. But I just felt like, hey, I wasn't getting the same look anymore that I wanted. I changed to Cantu, and so far I don't think they've changed their formula at all. It still works very well. And that's important. You want something that's going to work well and help moisturize your hair, because that's also a real big major key when it comes to Tame Your Natural Hair is moisture. I mean, our black hair loves moisture. It loves water. Don't be afraid of water. I just want to say that point real quick. I know we run from water. When it's summertime, we may try to look cute, but we're outside the pool. We're not going into the water at the beach, because we know a second that first drop of water hits, all our setting, our twisting, anything we do, it's over. We have to start over. We want to get that hairstyle back. So I understand. But let me tell you, my hair did not start growing like weeds until I had to get over that fear of water. Wet your hair often, make sure that your hair is getting that extra moisture. You will be surprised at the difference in your hair texture, your way it defines itself, how it's able to be styled naturally once you start allowing your hair to really start soaking in all that goodness. And also using products that help it to maintain that moisture and to nourish it more. That's where Cantu and products like that come in. Having a good leave-in conditioner. And also, if everything fails, because sometimes that's true. Sometimes your hair doesn't want to act right. Seasons change, so you need to change products. And what I always have to try to do sometimes, if it seems like nothing's working, is take a look at what I'm using to deep condition my hair. Because deep conditioning is still just as important to keep your hair together, healthy, maintaining growth, and growing it further. That's something that I've noticed all through the years. I've grown my hair out several times. I remember one time my hair was cut up to here, I grew it back down. And that's what I had to do, was make sure what kind of, hair care routine I was including when it came to deep conditioning. And also what helps to tame your hair if nothing else is working, it's a hot oil treatment. I don't know how many, of you get into that kind of a regimen, but hot oil usually does the trick for me if nothing else is working. And usually what I do, I will warm up a little coconut oil, and then spread that throughout my hair. Sometimes I will mix other different oils, like argan, and coconut, and maybe, some jojoba oil or whatever, and put that all together and then put that through my hair. I'll wrap it in saran wrap, or I will just simply just put on a shower cap to help, get that, good steam and warm, going in there. Because sometimes when you combine the two, it helps everything to kind of sink in deeper into your strands. Then I'll just rinse it out, and if I'm having a hard time getting that excess oil out, or off, so I can have a nice clean, canvas to work with, I will take a co-wash product or a conditioner, something that's sulfate free, to kind of finish rinsing it out, so that you don't have to just have that excess oil in your hair. Because sometimes excess oil doesn't make your hair as easy to work with, but it is good for your hair to do a deep, oil treatment like that. So I tried to cram as many things in this video as possible as what I do to help tame my hair. I will also be doing an in-depth, blog post on 1966 magazine, my online magazine, on this very subject. I'll make sure I'll throw the link in the description box if you want to read that. I have plenty of articles too that I've talked about when it comes to my hair journey and other things that really work well for black hair. So I hope you have found this video helpful, you know, don't forget to like and subscribe, and come follow me on social media. My personal social media is Miss Little underscore Brownie. Yeah, like a dessert. And also be sure to follow my online magazine. I'm always listing so many wonderful products on there and good reviews that I have used and my friends have used, my family. Trust me, you will, you know, love seeing everything I'm posting on there. And it's called 1966 MAG if you're looking for that on Instagram. Okay, I will see you guys next time with another video on most likely hair. I've got something in the pipeline coming up soon for you. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.